Hayi man, kuwe nabanye abantu abavelayo basethembisa nabo. Bathi siye eNorthwest. Mfowethu uyayazi iKimberley? iKimberley inelinye itown elilangizana yona ngathi is 39 k's before. Kusho ukuthi ithi ngithi mawusuka eChristiana uye is 39 k's. Yazi ukuthi labantu bangithathe bayongibeka le masifika le abana mali ye transport, imoto ifile, mele sihambe 39 k's siyoganga. Now I had to walk 39 k's before approaching a farm so that we go and attack that guy. Information iphuma ngegirl elisebenza da mara at the same time lengam leyalidla, and the boyfriend yalo mcheri understands ukuthi ingam la ijola nomuntu wami and nomuntu wami mina uyangibhekela nginandaba. Also umuntu akukhipha imali ukuthi mfowethu lo muntu uze nemali engawo. Whilst you know ukuthi kune polyandry eqhubekayo la, umuntu wami nomlungu wakhe siyajola or siyadlana or whatever the case might be. At the same time ukhipha umsebenzi and uyasitshela nathi masifika siyama out. Abanye abantu abanandaba the humiliation when it comes to this field. That hey bafethu kune 3 million icherry yami ijola nalengam la. Hey so sifika silalela story must drive 1 kilo hardly a kilometer icar refile mele sihlahlathe ngenya sengizwe 3 million mangibheke 39 k's incane. But ma we walk ayishaye sifike entathakuza silale egarage kuvuke kungakuseni kusho ukuthi bekuyi Wednesday sivuke kuyi Thursday silale egarage etoilet. How careless is that? Uphethe igun nalo uphethe igun ngilele toilet egarage in a foreign land, so to speak, because this town is a foreign town to me. It was my first time I step a foot in. To this day I've never stepped foot in. Siyafika garage silele. Aw. Manje lana sikhiphana hayi bafethu time. Nani? Yazi la kithi akekho noyi1 onenyuku, inyuku ekhona ngathi bekuyi 14 rand. Ekseni masivuka ngilambe ngabiza nomama ngitshela lo muntu masivuka sivuka early than itown yona self itown incane seDorpi. You can't really find anyone going to and fro, you know, that type of setup where you find people roaming around up and down, they're going to work this. It's a small Dorpi. I'm sure people living there, they know one another by name. And then we had to like maneuver or just roam around there until the sun comes up, the stores are opened. Guess what we bought? Iloaf emhlophe, and it's not even branded. And the sweet 8, I still remember the cool 8 sweet ginger. And found a bottle. It was difficult to find an empty bottle, like a container, a plastic bottle like this. It was difficult to find it. I walked some meters to find this. Put in water, rinsed it, put in water, rinsed it, put in the cool 8 sweet, put it there. And 2 of the guys said, we don't eat this. I don't play around with my stomach. Just drank and ate the bread just to fill my tummy. Now we had to walk 19 k's. Says push 39 to go to this from Christiana to. Now we have to walk another direction. Like siya khona farming. 19 k's. Kuqhamuka itruck endleleni bathi mawuhike la kuhike ema-trucking. So you are supposed to do that sign, you're hiking. Then each one of us must pay 10 rands to those guys. And we are 4. The other guy comes from the Eastern Cape. The 3 of us are from Johannesburg. The finger lady and the finger man, they are relaxing wherever they are, just waiting for us to come back. Then we walk. Come with truck. We do that sign of hiking. They stop. We have 7 rands. Remember, they must be compensated 40. We just get inside, tell ourselves, if they mess around, we point the firearm, we just jump. At the destination, we jump, we run. So this guy from the Eastern Cape is familiar with the guy on the other side of town, a Christian, who is a fingerman to this job. You understand? So he's the one who knows everything, the directions, the place, he knows it. Sehla la on the side of the road. Singena la kune-field nyana, skanganyana, little trees nyana, smaller nyana forest, which we need to pass. We pass that. And then there is a farm that the ground is still being tilled. Remember, after you have plowed and came to harvest mealies, now you are cleaning the ground, preparing it for plowing again. You know how deep the sand or the soil is, lab. You could put your foot to your knee. Like your leg goes in there to your knee. Now, you have to walk that. It's 7 k's to the house. I'm just estimating the distance because now we didn't have boards that said 17 k's or whatever the case might be. But we had to walk about 4 or 5 or 8 farms. I don't know how many hectares towards a house. You watch the sun go down whilst you are walking. You see, it's now drained or gone. So you need to walk. Nighttime is very quick in rural areas. You see the stars. Once the sun sets, you see the stars. And then it's nighttime. There is no light. The only light flickering is the light in the house. And the house is at distance. It's at bay, like not even any closer. It's at bay. Then you go there. But because going back doesn't pay, you need to forge ahead. And then we go to the house. Yes, when we get there, this guy is alone. Break the big window, we get in, ransack the house, go to the office where we're directed. We just take what we take. Got something thousand, we shed it there. We got guns, got a car, a vehicle, we took it, bound the guy. I tell them, guys, this is start to finish. Where do we drop you off, Baba? This other guy from the Eastern Cape. I says, I'll tell you, just drive this way and this way. We drop him off there. The car we had brought is a stolen car anyway. We just left it there. Whew. This new one got stuck somewhere. I don't know what was the problem. These new cars, I'm coming from jail. I know nothing about cars. These two guys, the other one is a taxi driver. The other one, I don't know what he does. He died. Sadly, he passed on, that guy. Utami. He passed on, but a few months after the incident. But this one is a taxi driver. He should be knowing that his car, when it says deflog, what does it mean? But he can't. I don't know anything about cars. I just buy cars and I drive. That's it. And I'm like, let's leave the car here because we are nearer here. From Eval. Satabla la kula makasinyana bawenza yamasha lawa yabo. Sizo siyofika kwenye indawo sithola itaxi eyeJozi. Sekusentatha. Uphethe ama rifle. Uphethe ama 38 i2. Uphethe le 9K. Abantu abasafuna ukubamba isibhamu sabo. Abeze naso. Baphethe le mali esihaya endlini. Abasafuna ubamba jewelry, wash, kumele ngitetele isikhwama, angashiya le ibhamu ezinkulu. Asishiya khona lapha esigangeni, ngahlahlatha. Mangithi kunabantu abahambayo la bakhulumisha, nginuka phu. Kumbule it's days, like 3 days. Yeah, ngagesi. Ukungcola idust kulale garage ukuhamba umuntu you understand ukusebenza ubhizi endlini yomlungu uyajuluka and all of that. Ngilambe ngubani angakathengi next le kasa uvalo, it's like la indlala yikho just nje ukuthi yo mangathola lenyuku lengiyibala lapha eroomini laba abafuni next ngokuzwa ngalesikhwama bajahile sesisikathathi kulela kazi mara sizohlangana eTaxini A1 ngoba yathawuta amaTaxi walapha ya nangiyangena eTaxini ayimangena naba lama windis baphakathi kweTaxi SS and siyanuka sonke obvious different body odors depending on how we take care of ourselves. I understand. So eTaxini abantu phela manje there uyabona ayi mina ngivele ngibona la I outing khulume njenga mhlambe ishangano or something njengabantu base contracting. You understand something of that sort just to try and initiate something njenga blinder labantu yabona sengikhuluma nalo sibani maye ngenhlanhla iyazi ishangano yema bakuteka kwela wena abayezwa labantu vele ayilaba abantu bama contract laba in taxi yahamba inhlanhla le ithawuta kanje iyela ishayo next and ithawuta kanje iyagcwala ayisami kulela rank mjipo guess what mangifika emjipa ientrance yasemjipa from eval abantu bayahlada abangishiye ekhepini mfowethu sokuthola le ngiphethe ama 382 ngiphethe 9k ngiphethe jewelry ngiphethe imali bashiya mina la eTaxini hayi sokuthola le ini sisafuna ukustasha labo kuma small at least sikhamu esiclean sibone nabanye abantu angeke sibaye sonke abo windis laba bakwazi ukuspina abobani kahle lapha yazi umuntu uhamba la isha yonke le genge le mina shaya itaxi lo yamuntu iphelele north itaxi vele mina mawuse north ngicrossa iMTN ngene etaxini yase Ivory angikhulumi namuntu bheka from that point on azange safuna ukureverse ngihlangana nalo yamuntu engitshele ngaye ngithi ngimazele P1 wase Alexander lo ngahlangana naye Spa hlangana naye futhi mfowethu kunenye impintshami ibuye lokho yasezimi ingihlanganise nabanye abantu bafuna sivice welcome ayinyazi ke makuphunywa yabo kolandwa inyuku nginalo umqondo lokuthi makuphunywa vele ngiyaza kolandwa inyuku hayi shapa kuna stress mfowethu baphila abantu so unepara ngithi akhululeka yazi mina nginje amapara hayi shapa kuna next hlangana nalabantu ke mangithi le out yangihambisa ngiyobha iVolvo yi1 yalabantu lo muntu angitshela ngayo sesiyajabulelana lapha uthini sharp ngithi hayi I hope awuzinale crowd athi bangidina kanjani labantu lo muntu lo ngikhuluma ngayo una uspende 12 years eMangaung 10 years 10 years eMangaung le out yasezimbe engikhaphile ngiyothenga iVolvo I didn't know but now I know. He spent 12 years in Mangaung prison. He tells you about Mangaung like he saw a ghost. Magakhuluma ngeMangaung. He even lowers his tone when he speaks. Hey, mfuna ukuboshwa. Hey, ngitshela ngeMangaung. Bafethu, Free State dangerous. Mina senzeni. Ukhuluma ngecrime ingakasingakatshelwa ngayo crime scene singakayazi is painting it. He doesn't even know where we are going, but he tells us we shouldn't get arrested on that side. Sizoye Mangaung. Hey, this guy instilling fear like that, but majela yafana, let's go. Mangaung. Welcome. Madala ongihlanganise nalabo khata. Umngani wakalo muntu ovaye nami wayobha ikara waziwa yilo owaziwa impintshi yami obuye ejele uke washizila noMadala uMadala naye omunye nje uthanda inkunzi but uthanda ukuhlala emotweni kakhulu uyabona so uyakwazi ukwenza ukuthola izipani you understand shapa kuna story we go into this place mina ke ngiyaqala ukuyevelcome enjoy the eastern part of Free State, not the northern part. You understand? To a certain degree, abantu abake bangena eDanyana nabagangayo whether bakangeni or sebangenile network A1 engekho aware ukuthi we are a mob and we are a network and we can be great. I understand that the idiocy behind whatever propels them to do this thing, but they are one thing without even knowing it, because mawubuza lo waseKalfantein lo ngithi bekanama 4+1 uyamazi lo kuyedanyana owaziwa yilo ya. Mawubuza umadala wazi nalo waseKalfantein. How? Like somehow kuzofika isikhathi sokuthi uzohlangane na 2 okwahlangana or 3 mawuthi nawe sibali asespray aseSoweto. Like I had like mass committee crime kule second time around ngoba ngibungitshela ngithi you learn to advance. Ngibuye ngeforce akuna province engakaze ngafika kuyo ngenza crime. As bengisho I didn't pray. I never prayed ngiyo perpetrator. I never prayed ngiyo committee crime. I would rather go to a seer or inyang or a sangom, whatever you want to call it. I'd rather go to those people and say, we are going here we're coming here with a job. So what's your view? They must tell us what they see, what is the job, what's the dangers. And then we had some lady in Ivory Park, Extension 3. She was very good. Yeah, in predicting. We had Umatale Kagiso. If I'm speaking like this, they'll tell you. Matale Kagiso would predict. As Christian as I am, namhlanje ngimsula, not wanting to, and as Christian as I was, and Adventist as I was back then, I wouldn't dare pray to God near around. But bengisibamba isigubhu esingaka. Sigcwele imithi. Emini daylight, broad daylight, go to an intersection. Mhlambe say what's that thing? Southgate. Then there's something that should happen there. Mkhele, eSouthgate phakathi emolini hamba ngale sigubhu counting nendaba nabantu. Ngikhele ngikhulume masifika la amaphoyisa atiteke singaphazamiseki senze lokho nalokho ngiyochele intersection. An Adventist or a Christian, a biblical Christian or a so-called biblical Christian, ngiphethe umuthi wesintu ngiyafafaza. Why I've always avoided indaba yokufuse uNkulunkulu and elements of infringing morality. I understand. Leona, I never doubted myself in that. Bengitshela nje kwenza into wrong. So laba bayavuma. So ngihamba nalaba bathi bayavuma ukuthi lento singenisiza ngayo. Ungene ehecini. Kuqeda ukuphuma bohada. Abazofuna umuntu okubamba igebengu. Ungilalela? Bafuna umuntu okubamba igebengu ezibamba inkunzi. Kungena igebengu ezibamba inkunzi izofuna umuntu okavoid abohada. And these people mawuhleli edanyana ushaya computer. This sense yedanyana engiyithandayo ngayo, whether you want to call me otherwise, but I love prison ngokuthi I like prison for this fact yokuthi you get to ruminate. I'm using that term purposely because if ngizothi to think angeke i-essence yakhona itholakala. So you get to ruminate and see things. Ibioskop yakho, the movie you played when you were outside, and observe it and judge, man, you were judgmental and it was crucial. Ngokukhalana nalezi zinto lezi enhleke mara nakusisikhathi umuntu uyamake scene. Le height level ngayigaya 10 blocks for in. You. Like ungahleka like to a point yokuthi you think and you laugh about it. You think, you cry about it. You think and you sorrow over what you've lost and it's not there anymore. Why? Idanyana likunika isikhathi. If uyahamba uyedanyana and you stay beyond 5 years, you get to sit down you observe ukuthi I really have to change this part. One by one, as the years stretch out, you can take a year to fix only the aspect of saying, I won't go to any activity of criminals with anyone. I will do it alone. You take another year to say, even if I'm alone, I'll just do it once a month. You take another year, or maybe 6 months, if sometimes results come quicker. You say, actually, I don't want to do crime again. It takes time to get to that conclusion. Siyagijima-ke siqala la. This was the beginning of izinto zangempela, hayi lezi ntonyana lezi ezinye. Yeah, this le crime manje engiyenza nalomuntu lo laba manje. And it's only a ring yabantu abayi-4. Madala simbali, but former part and parcel, but kwezinye indawo bekanokungatshelwa yabona. But le besihamba sonke. And emasifika le, we go into this place. The place is big. We had to guise our appearance into to blend in nalabo bantu kanjani. These people always wear ingubo zabesuthu. So it also actually tuned us nicely into doing whatever we came to do, because mawuvale ngengubo ngathi umsuthu osebenza emayinini and ngapha uphethe something. So it was easier ukuthi sithathe leyo nto. It was a business area. The business area was very careless with money. They put it everywhere. Banebhodo office safe singaka sihlala imali. Kunesinye store esilapha banemali. Ngapha phansi kwebhusha, phansi kwefridge lenkulu yasebhusha imali. Uyabona, and these people are Chinese. And Chinese are known for this. They just convert money into their currency and send it home. Or they do a transaction of some sort, an international banking type of thing. I understand, but because now they are a network, they've now built an embassy like South Africa. High embassy which represent their country in an other thing. No. Jongoba trader like Dragon or Group, there's where they take the money and put it there. Actually, in abantu ba ukuthi laba base Dragon, laba bakuphi kuphi, laba bakuphi kuphi. And then it gets converted and then it gets dispensed. We understand. Just like the Ethiopians when they came, bafundisa Pakistan to do the very same thing. So, sesile welcome siyayishala and masishala and masifika le welcome kunokhata. It gives us a police radio. We got someone from ngapha on a van, uthatha ivan lakhe elistraight. Makaqeda ukulithatha elistraight uhlanganisa nokhata wakhe wala ethembisa ukuthi ivan lami litshontshiwe. So that ukhata uzolreport amasekazi ukuthi sibuyile liyoshiwa nje somewhere bese liyatholwa futhi ukuthi kwenzela ukuthi even kungathiwa le kubonakala ivan elisokwazi ukuthi litshontshiwe bekwela ka Mr. Banibani litholakale kuphi kuphi yabona. I-network yalabantu abangazani it's vast, and if there were a cartel engabe abantu baphelile ngoba kunabo magistrate, kunama prosecutor, kunama judge, kunama lawyer. There's everyone, because mawufika eWynberg kune lawyer wesigebengu esithile singakuhlanganisa nalo ukuthi umokole sakakhe entswembu bakukhiphe edanyana ubanjwe ne-evidence naila bakukhiphe edanyana. I understand ukuthi marabas, these people could they hold such power. We understand why akuthenjwana la eSouth Africa, like icartel ifuna abantu abaloyal. So nevertheless le kunokhata sisipana nokhata usinika iradio kulelo scene lelo. Ukhona e-off rampini ngegumba gumba, uyazi igumba gumba nebahamba ngayo balayisha abantu abanganama IDs nani. Ukhona uphethe igumba gumba. Now we have to ukuthi silentuzane siphume kule kara singene kukumba he get away. Amaphoyisa ubuya naye police station bebabhizi bayenza ama-errands wabo kulayisha labantu bama-illegal miners. Yazi Velcom is mad with mines and these illegal immigrants mining gold illegally, you understand? So unokuthatha ivena yenze leyo duty ebusuku, unokuthatha itruck hambe nabo. Manje yena ukhipha itruck azange ayibuyisele ngasikhathi ngoba azi ukuthi sizospana, wakhipha iradio waphatha enye iradio. Eradweni these people are looking for a white a red vehicle sihamba ngemoto emhlophe qwa. So ngathi hayi shothi izinto zivumile. Sabuye eJozi thina abazabuye eJozi, sibuya ngeBenz, sibuya ngemoto siyishiya Langzani naseThembisa. No, imoto umadala ngithi unemoto le esiye ngayo sivende labelihamba nabantu abayi2. Lalo muntu engithi uyalireporta before siyoyenza icrime, even eli straight le mara uyalireporta before siyoyenza icrime. So uyafika ulipaka noma kuphi, mangaceda ukulipaka ufonela athi mfethu sesibuyile silipakile, so ngikubone kuphi hayi ngithola endaweni esofika umnikeza maybe 5,000 7,000 or whatever. Thina sesimcompensateile lawo matawa for ukusebenzisa imoto yakhe straight. Nonetheless, we don't have to compensate him. We just incubated him into something that is enricher after all. So we're just doing it for the sake of ikethes. Nanokuthi vele we are just letting you in to come back. Uyabona hey lezi mangihamba nazo ziyangicabangela akufani nalezi anezinye. You understand? So he gets let into the group ngaleyo ndlela leyo. Now masifika la sebambiza ama-police station uyosayina iveni yakhe itholakele ngathi vele beyintshontshiwe ingantshontshwanga. Hayi yenzekalanga next i-fresh vele i-right njalo. Sesisulile amapiano phela each and every car that you exit you wipe. Steering wheel, door handles, wherever you think you touched, you must wipe. So that even if this car iyatholakala, your prints are not there. Or luckily, your prints are not there. La eJozi siyaspana kunezinye indawo besinoku-escort abantu. Like ama-China would pick money from one point. Chinese were really a hub. Yeah, more of a fountain yokusource money. You understand that back then because they were negligent about their banking system and transacting their monies and transporting it. You understand? So they would take it and take money from Bruma or from a dragon, bring it to Bruma to there's a place they loved, Heroes Bank. Back then. Then they put it into this house. So we would know this from their employees. So ema-freeway la, ema-off-rampini, ema-roading, ema-main roadini, ema-robotini, these people bazobrakethwa ngapha nangapha, kuthathwa inyuku, ngenwe ekareni emduveni, shawu umduvu. Ayifuni crowd, sabantu abayi-3 mawubhrika wena ungale ngaphambili. Thina abantu be-activity siyagxuma la kule moto esemuva. Kusalo yi-1 la. Or akasali makane plug. Ngithi usebenzile seka bracketile anyway, mara makane plug uyayehla naye siyagijima. Sisala loyana uyi1 phakathi lapha. Naye makane plug uyayehla naye azoqhweba. Singene ekarini mangale sesihamba 2-2 kanti bekuyi3-1. Sikushiya khona lapho sithathile ikhesi yami. Angikhulumi ngemasenti mina ukuthi masifika si4 kanje siyakhatha. Nayi 400. Le 400 esele kaTjaro. Lo sky span. Ngoba it's a figure eyaziwayo ukuthi how much is it. Okay, thinga ukutshele ngama business areas afana nama casino. Nokungena ebank ustorm ibank ungene ushaya imali kuma tellers. Well siyazi it's a fixed amount but awazi ukuthi seba spend emalini. Normally ama tellers was South Africa they would be given 250,000. Just nje ukuthi ba operate you know ma bank tellers that is. So that they operate these transactions esifuna le amali bank until they initiated indaba yomshini and stuff, you understand? But they would be given a fixed amount of 200. So sesiyazi ukuthi once ivault yase bank ivula bazokhipha i-250 bakhipha iy'mali zalabantu abafune iy'mali itapura khona umuntu onokufuna i-1,000,000 phela bambalele lona bamnikeza amalanga ukuthi uzolanda nini. Unless you have inside info ngeke wazi ukuthi today bakhipha i-1,000,000 ebank along with the 250 that is fixed for the tellers for the day. You understand? Kunamangami la holisa abantu ngenyuka abuya azolanda fixed amount. So uthola ukuthi ngelilanga nenenhlanhla manithi niyashaya nazi nezikhwama zabelungu ze-cash zila. Mhlambe lo uzobhadala abantu be-construction WBH whatever that big construction is that is normally given tenders ukuthi ziyenza ama-constructions la WHBO. Banokwenza ama-payment angekho bank angase ama-bank transactions envelope because they hire people be-envelope abangakwazi ukuvula ama-bank accounts and mostly i-majority yabantu aba-hired kulezi ayibhane yilabo. They understand? So abanye abaperpetuate i-crime labo bantu labo bokwenza lezo zinto ezinjalo because ingami la ithatha kanjani i-2 million ihambe ye-farming iyofika inikeza abantu. Ngicabanga ukuthi ku-500 yabantu abamsebenzayo efamini khona ozokhuluma ukuthi ingami la yami isiholisa ngeThursday azixoxela angakhiphi ispan. Makaxoxa useteksini mina ngiseteksini ngalelo langa ngithatha itaxi angihambi ngetrans or uxoxa se-bus stop or use-shop or ini ngiyabezwa bazixoxela abantu baxoxa loud ngasonke istory. Mina sekuyispan for mina sengiyamlanda lo muntu kunjani sharp ugrand sharp emfethu uspanava ke sipana kai man kina wa khona o aga ing awuyasho hayi ngiyakwazi ukwakha in halelo khwala ka ikhwaya uhlala kuphi hayi ngisebenza eBelfontein kuphi nendawo ngeso wabona uhlala phela bayakuhlalusela abekho da ukuthi uze ngecrime bazoku-explainela nje whatever you inquire ngoba umtshele ukuthi uyakwazi ukwakha ucabanga ukuthi ufuna ukumhire sekuyispan without ukuthola ufinger just uxoxa nomuntu lo muntu uzobona bayobanjwa kuphela ingami noma icala iyafika iyavula without ukuba informed by an internal element. You understand? But most of the people bayenza ngathi zonke le ipani ziphekwa professional kuyaguqwa mina umap nayi ini they are just trying to be movie stars. Inkunzi ayiplano kanjalo. Inkunzi can be haphazard as it is haphazard in occurring. You understand? Mafethu nina nisekarini phambili wena umachayisa webenzo uyachayisa thina sobe siphambili sizophuma ngama rifle si7 nisizadubula nina abanye niza ngasemuva nina ama grinder abafethu nibe la eduze qedi ukhuluma inkunzi wena uvana boba mina ngena phambili wena hamba abantu abaningi abafuna ukuhamba nomashayisa ngoba bayafa amashayisa mela beyi1 unokufunga kayenzi activity. I understand into ezinjalo. So kunalabo abaziyo ukuthi hayi abantswembu bona ngalama grinder balishaya igrinder kunalabo afaka umratata laba futhi active la side na twatwa yabona mara kababulala abantu. And that's why normally kuma heist amaningi it's rare kufa abantu unless there's a shootout. You understand? Ayikho intention yokubulala because ukubulala ku-exacerbate icala. When you have a murder, irregardless whether it comes from the opposition side or ngapha, you ubanjiwe, you are charged with that murder. You understand? Fast forward, siyamove nama-outwam lawa senza izinto kangangokuthi ngiyabhaya idladle Centurion. All right, mangi wait. Yes, ngibhaya idladle Centurion. Mangilibhaya idladla siyakhuluma nale ngami la manje sengihlakaniphile phela ngeke ngalimala before. But ngidom ngisebenzisa i-oledi lo muntu engichayisana naye. Instead of i-oledi la phela oledi lami umagriza wami is glued to me. By any virtue she's connected. Noma bangayenzani bangathi ukuthi hayi lo mama lo uzo afford kanjani kuyipension, you know. So I'm thinking ukuthi ngiwise in that thinking. But nonetheless siyayenza i-transaction, i-change of owner, yabo lezi zinto lezana after a moment. Now Mangimuva nalezi ngibele ngenza lama activity kancane kuyazameka kuyahlangana. Lezi sesicabaniswa ukuthi levelcom lo muntu lo bekathi ubuye mangawu sekunentwana esimuva nayo from ngale. Lo wase Alex engimazi from eP1 sekaboshwe nemali ngapha. Waboshwa nemoto ngapha eyangapha. Uyabona ukuthi lo muntu kunabantu ahambe wayolala nabo. La culile kwayenzakala izinto 1 2 3. So now if le setup yenzeke kanje mina ngayi nangada at least ngada abangaza bakaze bangibopha. I'm comfortable ngokuleva ngala but ngayi hayi sengisharp. So sengumuntu owenzani athi ngithola indawo ngayi evelcom. Ayivele izinto zami zingahambi kahle after leyo setup but I'm trying by all means ukuthi no man let me just try. Yabona ukuthi ngibone ukuthi la ngaphila kanjani. Hapha silibele siyabambanyana business area kuphuma umsebenzi oGroot. Wakhona lapha. Mawuphuma sicela ukuwenza immediately i-getaways izosifikisa ngapha. Masifika ngapha sitholi kunenye isinye isipana bathi ingoma ebusuku. We get into the one China truck sambe siyongena kulama factory wherever kwenziwa ini engathi izobhadala and kunomuntu oyifunayo and you keep $1 million or 2 million 3 million 1 million in cash whatever amount esibona ukuthi is enough. Ingoma bayibiza ingoma ebusuku ngoba niyani baningi 17 12 futhi incane 17 18 you understand. So masuka lesiceda ukudabula kulesa span mhlambe ngina 230 imali enginayo in cash. Ngifika ngilala eF1 useless hotel just ngoba kusheshiwe yabona. F1 ngifonela nensiza hey mfethu uzwakala immediately sishiya abantu esibuya nabo ngapha evelcom abasevelcom abayi2 neinsiza zethu zangayi. Labantu omunye uneroom yakhe omunye uneroom yakhe nalabantwana omunye ulele roomini yami omunye ulele roomini yalo mkhalanga lo mude. Uthi mfethu asi labantu bayangibiza bayangifuna base chlorocop bakuphi singena phakathi kwe truck. Awazi nokuthi uyaphi usebuva kwe1 truck empty amagana khona. Uyangena efabrikini ngathi uzoyi1 uyabona ba dispatch or la kulayishwa khona or whatever they call those points. Uya reverse truck mayiqeda ukureverse siyayehla siqokelela ama workers. Aku gadget lapho. I wouldn't want to name the company. Aku gadget lapho ema latest wena Apula wena Kevu zingakangeni zisaphathwa yilabantu abakwazi ukuzisosa from you understand. Bese nayo la thina sesinalezo zinto sesinomuntu esaziyo ukuthi zizoyapi kuye. Sithatha noma yini sigcwalisa le yanto leya kuyaphunywa. Mawuphuma usele ngespace njengoba ngihleli la kule studio le measure yala inyawo zami siqala khona nala i-trunk yami igcina khona. Ispace esisele kule thona yiso leso sonke emele sime lapha yana kunalabo abalele lapha phezulu kwalengudla. Kunalabo angene phambili kunalabo abasile mase igcwele i-truck bafonele imoto zabo sezibaphikaphile abaphumanga nokuphuma nangazo. Masiyophuma kushubile kwasegate amasexana sewalapho into engekho abogata babamba amaposi wabo le ngoba thuswe kuphela abogata banjani. Yazi uGata uyakwazi ukubuza ukuthi what happened, the robbery where? No, in a ShopRite outlet so and so and so. Did they, what guns did they have? Rifles. Okay, we're coming. What does a police officer do? Ushaya siren sasele. Ushaya siren sasele. I have 10 kilometers away. Ushaya siren marusaya 10 kilometers away la kwenzeka khona irobbery. Because usabe ukuthi bathi baphethe ama rifle. Manje mele babaleka ama gents azofika adile ngecrime scene. Yabona mongaya ngokata was South Africa. They are untrained anyway. I'm just going to be blunt in that aspect. Those people abatrainwanga. Ungena nepotism and friendship and whatever zim ekufaka esibanini zase South Africa zaka government.
After buying idlaza ram uphinde waqhubeka.
Brawam mangenza le activity lebe ngiyenza manje. Mangibali ikare ngizibhayile. Ngibhaye ikare ezi6. Ngibhaye iflat eOrlandalsras. Ngabhaye izinto eziyi2 esabaphinda sevelcom, ngabhaye one elokishini, eyi1 engayibhaye RDP bese Lady Brand. These I mentioned because anyway they took those, but except le nto yase Lady Brand, then it was complicated. No papers were signed. I was about to when I was arrested. Just a complicated setup altogether because see that negligent masenze izinto sigang. So now what matters most kulama activities lawa ebengiwayenza ne is that there was a day when we hit and ngatola 780. I'm saying it matters most because of the amount yemali. It was the first time ngiba nemali above 500,000 in cash. Yeah, at a go. I've never even saved up to that, but ungabala these little bits and pieces that I've accumulated and spent on even rough expenditure, or should I say careless expenditure. So ungabala and say, yeah, even if you can exaggerate the number, but I've spent too much, inconsiderate of how much am I spending. But when it comes to that 780, I should have said, I think right. Because 780, imoto ezikhona except for ukuthi ngike ngathenga imoto eziyi6 kule activity since ngiphuma ku first draft until the 6th car. Ngine imoto eziyi5 ngaleso sikhathi. The Volvo is sold to another partner yethu, or should I say esinye isigebengu. Now kunale ikara, kunedladla, kunelinye idladla. Kabocheri kunama room engiwayenzayo. Kuno anti wakhe ozongibhayisela iRDP, imali yakhona ikhona asiyeke le 780. Fanele nginikeze nge-less than 100. Kunedladla lasedladleni already lami nje sele ngokuthi fanele lihambe ngilitshela nime kancane until March. You understand? March ngiyalikhipha liyale ngoba la edladleni ngiyademolisha ngizoshaya i-double story yama room ngizokwazi ukwenza imali. Ngi-aima ukwenza imali ezonginikeza 30,000 a month. Ngoba kuzobe kuna 10 yama room worth 1,500 each. And then from lapho mangibhale stand sase Kalfanten kune RDP ngenza the very same thing engiyenza edladleni. Same time, that's my aim. And it would be very cheap to do that at the time. You understand? I'm comparing the way kwakho ngakhona elokishini nemali engiyiphathayo. Now, hey kuleso sikhathi ngila nginokhipela itip yokuthi emine evelcom kuzozi helicopter mara kuzoqale kuza amaveni ayi2 azolanda itini eziyi6 zegold. Nginokhishwela into enjengaleyo just ngingathola amasoja. That's the level ebese ngihamba kuyo. Like ngisho ngithi kule minyaka angiboshwa, mangiboshwe kayi1 or kayi2. Kule minyaka since ngiphumile. Amanye ama incidents ukuthi ngiyabanjwa ku negotiate okukhulunywe fast kuhlabelwe ngiphume. Angina se police station angina kuphi. Ngapha ngihlala ngiboshiwe futhi masise Velcom. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ngiboshiwe ngaphuma. Ngiboshwe ngise guest house. This one I'm saying it because it happened and I was exonerated. You understand? Ngiboshwe ngise guest house with a suspicion ukuthi size lapha sizocommita crime. When in actual fact, a guest house. When in actual fact, it has been days we've committed crimes. La nje sewukuthi ukulalisa inkukhu kanti uachoose walapha uze ne lapha. You understand? Abantwana laba ba rascal in their behavior. I don't want to be judgmental about this, but he brought abantu abanjalo. Then they drank bayenzani khona lapho makase roomini he splashes around imali. Abantwana laba ngoba abantwana baseplazini bazi yonke isetup nokuthini yena uyakhuluma makade akuyathina siyabamba nezinja zami ini ekseni savizitwa amaphoyisa nabantwana basekho but savizitwa amaphoyisa kuleyo guest house. I understand. Siyaboshwa siyahamba siye police station saya kwenye indawo ye murder and robbery squad yalapha. Ya bazama ukusithochara sabatshela like abantu balaphana umthetho basase compliant kuwa kusile torture leyo ongayithola ngapha kubantu abakwazi ukumanuva ukuthi ingafiki nase off ukuthi bathochara abantu yabona but sathola nje lezo torture nyane encane. You understand? From lapho asivalela ke bathatha omunye bamisele bathatha omunye bahlanganisa amafoni bayenzeni. After 25 days sesibuye court sishawe ngeremand. Ngoba icede ukuthi remand ecourt 25 days later sekune lawyer lo lebhunu nyana hayi lawyer la khona sigcine siba ama best friend uCherry nyana walapha yana. Nelawyer lelo kube yilo elistyle ngayo elisikhulumelayo sithola amabhora yabo. Sithola amabhail wamalini ngathi 4,000 and C4. After lelo cala leya setup yalabantu abayifone beyishisa mfethu yabo yagcina idismantleleka. You understand? Asakwazi ukwenza izinto sonke lo seka favor lo ucabanga ukuthi upimpe yilo uthanda. I understand. And then kumele ukhumbule when you are at a prime yokwenza izinto nabantu abathile you familiarize yourself with doing things with nobody but these people. You understand? So mase kuqala ukudismantleka le khole ispine sesiphukile. So sekusala mina nalo muntu wase Velcom. Ay mfowethu awuthi ngcenge ngayi ngizobloma nawe lo uyava uyejozi lo le Zimbabwe outcome le Zimbabwe uyava uyejozi le out le yazwana naye yasala le ikhuphula lo ngelinye ilanga ngiyambiza ukuthi ezwakala kunento ehambayo thina sikakahlanganelwa ispan sesimane sambe sibamba house arrest siphila ngehouse arrest nale vela ulambi mawenza le yanto ihouse robbery. You understand? So lo ukhuphula le out le out bekwe out yama sazwana but makayikhuphule le yangitshela mfethu kunespan se outlet ethile esiyoyibamba nini uzwakala. Mangizwakala sifika sibambe outlet kule outlet sicede ukwenza lento le and it's a food outlet bamthela ngamafutha ashisayo ene bamthela ebusweni. Now everybody runs bahamba nangeimoto kuyashelela kusematilesini kuthelwa amafutha kumele ngisize lo muntu or ngimshiye